Hi, Vicki, Crystalline, and Miss Jacqueline here.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everyone. So we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about self-sabotage, about
Suffering.
how we, self-suffering. How we hold ourselves into those suffering places of our life daily. And so even though I do call forward as I wake in the morning, I do call forward for my highest potential. I'm still going through this highest potentials where I allow myself to suffer, because that is inside of me, that is still inside of me, and I'm still, transitioning through all those processes of me. We are each doing this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it truly is.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so perfect because the last video we did, an accident happened. And then all this fear came up in Miss Jacqueline.
Yes.
Because we were talking about personal stuff, and she was like, "Oh my God, is that on the video?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "No." I did hit the, it did play out perfectly, but it took her to a place, and then I loved it how she said, "Well, why did I take it there? Why did all this surface?" Talk about it a little bit, Jackie.
Because I'm like we said, self-suffering. I needed to heal that part.
Absolutely.
Because I had that fear.
Absolutely.
And so exactly everything played out perfectly, and now I feel like, wow, it's just like it's gone, but it's truly honored for that, to feel that.
Absolutely. Because really, truly, each thing you're going through is a gift to yourself, taking you to, as long as you are allowing yourself to see it, witness it. And if you're asking questions, obviously you're there.
Yes.
So as soon as I start asking myself questions, thank you for that validation. Yes. As soon as I start asking myself questions, then I know what to do. That is my trigger point. That's when I know, oh, okay, now I got to rebalance my energy field. Because what happens is, and a lot of people, we do it all the time, we don't even realize it. So, just like you're saying, you're doing something and you spill something. And you're like, I'm so stupid. My daughter did this yesterday. Because I'm so stupid. I said, no, you're not. Don't say that. You're not stupid. Everything's gonna happen. Let that go. And so everything that you say about yourself is your truth. Even if you're saying it unconsciously, not even realizing. Even, another individual was like, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was like, quit saying that.
And how we have such a habit of saying that to ourselves.
Yes. We do. We do. We constantly do it, and you think it's all right. Well, you know what? It's not. Even like right now, it feels heavy on my body.
Yes.
So, and what is suffering? What is true suffering? To me, what suffering means is not being in true alignment with your source. When you're in true alignment with your source, you feel balanced, you feel lighter, you feel like you're flowing through life. You feel like you can breathe, you feel taller, you feel just like a bliss state. And you can do this many times through breath. Sometimes I have to breathe a lot through the day. And it's so funny because I tell my grandkids all the time, breathe. And they're like, we're always breathing. No, take deep breaths.
Yeah.
Because we've been taught to take shallow breaths. No, take deep breaths into your feet. Feel those breaths into your feet. And you can feel them. And they instantly ground you.
Yeah.
And when you do a set of 3, it instantly balances your whole system. So when you're in this state, you're not suffering. Okay? To me, when you're not in this state of balance with your inner source, then you feel chaos around you. Your energy is more heavy. You can feel the heaviness on your body. You walk around more tired. You feel like there's attachments to you. You walk around with anxiety, on your body, in your body. And it's just because you haven't aligned with your inner source. So you're just allowing everything to just run chaotically, which we have all done. But we're out of those energies. We're into new energies. And so as long as you are staying in a place of balance with yourself, everything will be easier in a way, even in the dark spaces that you go through your days. When you go through those dark spaces of you, even at your highest potential, there's a reason why that is there. So as soon as an emotion comes up, a feeling comes up, and then I start questioning that, then I know and within me how to let that go and how to let that transition of that suffering go, because that's what you're doing. You're suffering. As long as you're walking around with heaviness and chaotic and you're not allowing yourself to balance every day, 100 times a day, 1,000 times a day, then you're allowing yourself to suffer.
Right.
So when you're in a state of balance with yourself, it's like you training your body. So the more you do it, the more you become it. And that's where I'm at, because my body now responds a lot of the times before I start going through a darkness. I can start feeling it happening, you know what I mean? And then now I know what to do. I start going into the place of stillness. I start breathing, do the 3 breaths. I allow the emotion to come, and then I just send it left. And if there's pain associated with it, because sometimes you get pain in your lower back and your hip, anywhere where you're locking that energy in, and then I just send love to that area, and I just let it go. And then the more and more that I do my steps in my own life, they're becoming less and less. I'm noticing them quicker and faster. I notice because I hold myself, even as I work today, I am the observer, you know. I've stepped away from the main character. So I'm observing what's around me. When you're in observer mode, you're connected to everything. And then once you start, and I talked about this before, once you start judging that, then you're going back into main character. So it's you learning your ability. Where is your energy being held? How are you focusing your energy? If your energy is not balanced with your intersource, you're suffering. You're in a state of suffering. And I feel it for everyone. And
listen, whoa, yeah, feeling
yeah, me too. I got chills all the way up and down my body. And that's validation, because it's residing within you. So, and it takes a lot of effort in the beginning to do this all the time, every day. You can't just do this once in a while and then just come back to it.
Yeah.
It becomes more exhausting. A lot of things too that I'm noticing, how another way that, you know, people self-sabotage is they don't trust themselves. They don't trust this process. I too did this, so I completely understand this. And a lot of the processes where people begin to open up who they truly are, well, they want information. They want lots of information. Well, now you're taking on information of other people's stuff, you know, because a lot of light workers, they learn something and then they learn it from somebody, and then they go out and then they dilute it because they're putting their stuff on it, you know what I mean? But everybody's learning their own abilities, so it's perfect, you know, when you're standing in your presence, in your energy, because you're allowing that individual to be exactly as they are being, and everybody who is with them right now, that's where they need to be, to learn from that.
Yes.
You know? And so, and then they will all shift and change, because nobody stays in the frequency for very long. Not anymore. So, unless you allow yourself to stay into that suffering, but I feel like the suffering is going to become more intense for everyone. Yeah. So, when I feel my body, even if I feel my body and I'm walking through my day and I start feeling heaviness on my body, instead of going to, and sometimes I do, sometimes I go into, okay, where did I get this word? Let that go. Let that go. Get past that, because we're always trying to figure it out. And that's just another way to block yourself, because in figuring it out, you're just blocking yourself. Don't figure it out. So you feel the heaviness on you. So I do the breath. Even I do this a lot in my truck as I'm traveling through town. So I do the breath, and then I bless me, and then I release anything that has attached itself to me, or even me, that I've attached myself to me, you know. And I just let it all go. And I can feel this like water rushing down through my energetic field into New Gaia, like she just sucks it away. and then I instantly feel better. And 99% of the time, I don't even remember what I just let go of. If I had that 1% of the time, that's something that I need to work on still, because that's more deep core issues. So it's like onion peeling. So then you take it deeper. Our suffering is going to become more intensified in our lives. The reason is because your body is telling you, your soul is telling you, it's time to align. So we may see a heightening in a lot of suffering in the world now. Well, it kind of has to, because the dark has to match the light. The lighter we become, the darker, and everything is, revealing itself. Even as doing my videos, a lot of times, there's been times when I thought I got off the video and the video continued, and you guys got to see parts of me. Well, you know what? I am a translucent being, and I have nothing to hide from anybody. I am who I am, and I'm not trying to pretend to be somebody else. I don't listen to other channels. I don't, unless it's so brought forward to me, I don't. I am learning me. I am learning how I am working. I'm not running, because that's what a lot of people do in the beginning. They're running to grab all of this information. But the thing is, we are here creating our own life. So too, as you're running from each example, oh, I don't know what to do, so let me go get some information so I can throw it out there to the world. So what happens is, that too is a state of suffering, because you don't trust yourself. You don't believe in yourself. Because to truly believe and trust yourself is to be in stillness and allow whatever's to come forward to come forward. Do you notice most of the time I come on here, I don't even know what the heck's going to come forward. I don't. I allow whatever comes forward to come forward. So I'm allowing myself to be an individual piece to the whole. So, and in that, I feel the balance in me. I don't walk around with, and there's even, oh yeah, I got chills, so do I. And in that, I don't walk around, because what happens is, like when you watch TV or you read a book or you watch different channels, that goes into your subconscious. So in a way, then that starts surfacing. I want to be the purest channel that I can be. And that is to let the limitations go and only focus on what's in me and ready to be represented to me in the world. That's what I bring forward. Me in genuine me.
And I can see that. I feel that. And that, oh gosh, that just touches my heart. I love it. And as you're talking here, I just feel so blissful. I feel so amazing. There's so many words I could say, but I just like, you can feel it.
Yeah, sometimes there's no words for the energy that's being brought forward. There's just no words big enough for it. But it's taken me a long process to get here, and working with me intently every day, every moment of my life.
Yes. Yes.
And when I don't put out these videos, I'm really working with me. I'm in the background, bringing more of me forward, a better version of me. Who I was last week is not the version that is here today. Every time I come on is a new version of me. You could feel that. And I allow myself to be whole and pure without worrying what's going to happen in these videos, because everything's meant to happen. We have no control over anything except for how are we focusing on the information coming in and out of our body. That's the only thing we got control over. That's it. That's it. So, you know how you're walking through your day, and this is dropping in, so I'm going to bring it forward. You know how you're walking through your day and you're like, oh man, I'm feeling this stuff and I just don't know. I can't do this here in the middle of the store. I can't breathe in the middle of the store. Okay, well, I'm just going to put it away. I'm going to deal with it later. Well, what happens is that you put it away and you store it in your body somewhere. Well, as you store it, now it is taking residence. And now it is starting to surface. And yeah, that's so funny. I was going to say fester, but it is. It's festering and surfacing in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes bigger. If you don't deal with it at that moment, you're going to deal with it bigger when it comes back around.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I don't care where I'm at. In the store, you wouldn't believe how many times I have just closed my eyes in the store and just blessed me and this entire store. And I've opened my eyes and had people looking at me, and I don't care. You know, I can't be the robot anymore in this life. I'm very aware of in my presence, and I'm very aware of my life. In that, it helps to sustain the non-suffering of me. Because when I allow myself to go through the suffering of me, I know how to pull myself back into my present state and how to work from there. And how to bring it forward, to balance that in and let it go. And I bring that forward in all my videos. You know? So, yeah.
And if you're really feeling this, like, just really out of sorts, wow, go outside, because I've done that. I do that a lot. And even if I don't feel out of sorts, I just love being outside, period. And hearing the birds in the background, to me, soothing, calmness, peaceful. It just, I go out, and a lot of times I just really observe every inch of my yard, every part of it, and just really looking at it, really feeling it. You know, really a conversation right back at you. And it just is, yeah.
And you know what the word, as you're saying that, that's an alchemist. That is a true alchemist. Someone who returns to nature. And I do too in Japanese, and I've taught lots of people to return to nature. Nature's part of us. Yeah. That is the alchemist of your life. You know, even for me, by, you know, we're returning to mastery of our life.
Yes.
A lot of us are learning things and we're trying to push them out there. I too in the beginning did that. But true mastery is allowing yourself to be, and allowing whatever comes through to come through in its purity. And so I send love to all of you.
Oh, I love you all.
We got this.
Yes, we do.
So
yes.
Watch your words, you know, and if you say stupid things about yourself, like that word right there,
Yeah.
just send love to that word. I am not that. I changed that. Now, I am not stupid in any way. I'm not ignorant, not any of that. I am learning in this process of life. I am becoming me.
And when I just hug myself and I say all the positive words, because you are the most beautiful being. You are important. You are love, you are light, you are magnificentness.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And we're remembering that.
Yes.
Thank you, Jackie, for bringing that forward. Some love to your body now. I love you. 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 I allow. I allow. I allow. I am my highest potential of me in its full radiance. Now, I allow. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So watch how you walk through life. Yes. If you're walking through life and you're feeling heavy, and take those moments, be weird. Be weird in the crowd. Own your abilities. Own your light. Yes. You can't shove things away. They're becoming more powerful. So, absolutely. So I send love to all of you. All of you. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, Jackie?
Just be you.
Be you. Be you. It's so amazing because, you know, Jim B, who always, Jim B.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I have the bee, I have the queen, and like I have two different queen bees on the side of me. It's so fun. I love it. So he is so connected to bees as you are.
Real quick, when you posted about the bees, about the beads, marbles that you put in a dish, And I go, yes, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. And, you know, and all the bee things that you've been sharing, I'm going, right on. Oh my God. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So we got this.
Yes, we do.
We got
Yes,
this.
we do.
We got this. We got this. We got this. Completely, we got this.
Yes,
Completely, we got this.
we
So,
do.
if you're ready for an attunement, email me. I send love.
I love you
Subscribe
guys.
to my channel, share and like.
Yes, yes, yes.
Blessed as I am. We got this.
Love you all.
Love you all.